There's something I've learned about God, and it hits different when it finally sinks in. Before God announces you, before He pushes you into a new season, before He opens a major door, He quietly hands you a tool. Not a spotlight, not a title, not a moment on stage, a tool. And the strange part is this: it rarely looks spiritual. It rarely looks impressive. It rarely looks connected to your destiny. Sometimes it looks random, sometimes it feels too small, sometimes you don't think it matters at all. But nothing God places in you is accidental. Nothing He builds into your personality is wasted. Nothing He teaches you quietly is without purpose. This is the part most people miss. Let's take our time with it now. God always gives tools before destiny. Every destiny in Scripture started with a tool. Moses carried a wooden staff. Something so ordinary he overlooked it. But God said, "Use what's in your hand." David carried a sling, a tool he learned in secret long before anyone saw him. A tool that made him look unimpressive, until the day he stood before a giant. Joseph carried administration, a quiet gift, a skill nobody celebrates, but that tool carried him from prison to palace. Esther carried influence and beauty, not vanity, not manipulation, a tool God shaped from childhood. Daniel carried wisdom, not loud, not flashy, quiet insight that opened kingdoms. Paul carried intellect, a mind sharpened long before Jesus met him on the road. Every destiny had a tool. Every tool was given early. Every early gift looked ordinary. You have something too. 2. The gift you ignore speaks about your assignment. Let's slow down and get personal. Some of you, your tool is your voice. Not the mystical spiritual voice, your actual voice. The way people pause when you speak. The way your tone carries weight. The way you bring calm into a conversation. You think it's common. You think it's personality. But no, it's a seed of influence. For others, your tool is your mind. Ideas rush to you out of nowhere. Solutions pop into your head before anyone else thinks of them. You see problems differently. You understand systems and structure naturally. You think it's random intelligence. It's not. It's blueprint intelligence. It's builder intelligence. It's kingdom intelligence. Some of you, it's your hands. You can cook, create, style, design, paint, build, shape. You have skill most people can't even understand. You think it's just what I do? No, it's a tool. God is whispering, sharpen this now, because later you'll use it in rooms you don't even know exist. Some of you, it's your compassion. You feel deeply. You notice people's needs before they speak. You carry empathy in your chest like a calling. You think it's weakness. It's not. It's ministry. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. It's a tool God placed inside you, because someone's healing is tied to your ability to feel. Others have the ability to create peace. You walk into a room and tension dissolves. People breathe easier around you. This is not luck. It's spiritual atmosphere control. You don't recognize your own power, but heaven does. Why your tool feels random. God hides purpose inside ordinary gifts, so only the humble discover them. If God made your gift obvious too early, you'd depend on the gift instead of depending on Him. So He hides your usefulness inside something that looks small. You look at your editing skill and think, this has nothing to do with ministry. You look at your organization skill and think, this won't change the world. You look at your storytelling, your humor, your empathy, your ability to create beauty, and think, these are random. But listen carefully. Purpose often hides inside what feels natural, and destiny often grows inside what feels random. God doesn't waste wiring. He doesn't give you details with no assignment attached. Every ability in you is a hint. Every strength is a prophecy. Every tool is a blueprint of where He's taking you. The danger of ignoring what God put in you. If you ignore the tool, you delay the destiny. This is the part people avoid talking about. You keep praying, God, use me. But God keeps saying, I will, but sharpen what I already gave you. David didn't become powerful because he prayed for greatness. He became powerful because he practiced his sling in the wilderness. Moses didn't become a leader because he desired leadership. He became a leader because he learned to shepherd quietly. Joseph didn't rise because of a dream. He rose because he stewarded administration while forgotten. Here's the truth. If you bury your gift, you bury your future. Every destiny requires an instrument. God never lifts a person empty-handed. If you want God to use you publicly, you must honor what He gave you privately. Anything you don't surrender becomes vulnerable. This part is sensitive but necessary. Anything you refuse to surrender to God becomes available for the enemy to misuse. Your intelligence can become pride. Your empathy can become manipulation. Your beauty can become insecurity. Your voice can become fear. Your creativity can become distraction. Your leadership can become control. Your sensitivity can become anxiety. The enemy doesn't fight you randomly. He fights the areas that carry destiny weight. The tool God gave you is the same area the enemy tries to corrupt, because he knows if you ever surrender it back to God, you'd be unstoppable. The enemy is terrified of your clarity. He is terrified of your identity. He is terrified of you discovering who you are. So he attacks the tool early, before you know what it is, before you understand the assignment attached to it, before you realize how powerful it can be. But today, you're waking up. Why God gives tools in hidden seasons. God gives tools before he gives platforms. Hidden seasons are not punishment. They're preparation. While you think nothing is happening, God is shaping your skill. He's developing your patience. He's training your character. He's teaching you excellence. He's building your endurance. God doesn't anoint lazy hands. He anoints prepared ones. He doesn't promote confusion. He promotes clarity. He doesn't accelerate chaos. He accelerates readiness. Your quiet season is not a delay, it's grace. It's training, it's sharpening. The tool you sharpen today will become the weapon you carry tomorrow. Recognizing your tool, let's take a moment. Slow down, reflect, ask yourself, what do people thank me for? What do I do easily without effort? What brings me joy when I do it? What feels natural to me but hard for others? What skill shows up in every season of my life? What do I always find myself returning to? That is your tool. That is your pattern. That is your wiring. That is your clue. God reveals destiny through repetition. He shows identity through patterns. He confirms calling through consistency. You don't need a prophecy. You just need to pay attention to what he already placed in you. Listen closely, you're not random. Your gift is not random. Your wiring is not random. The way you think is not random. The things you're drawn to are not random. You already carry the seed of your assignment. And if you sharpen it, respect it, train it, and surrender it, God will use it in ways you can't imagine. He gives tools before he gives platforms. He gives gifts before he gives doors. He prepares you quietly before he announces you publicly. You are not behind, you're in training. If this spoke to you, whisper this one line. Lord, help me sharpen what you gave me. Save this message. And if you want more teachings like this, go ahead and subscribe. We're walking into purpose together.